All right, good day, everybody. This is Etienne Marcel Petit, the Sports Inquirer, and welcome to another edition of the Fighting Peaches. We're continuing our coverage from earlier this summer of the Sun Belt Football Media Days. Today, we are featuring Arkansas State quarterback Jaylen Raynor as the Red Wolves prepare for the 2025 campaign. Before we get to Jaylen, as always, to follow everything that we do, head to the mothership to sportsinquirer.net, premier site for news and notes in the world of sports. And you can also head to our social media platforms on Twitter/X, Instagram, and Facebook. And finally, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our audio and video host. And just look us up under Etienne Marcel Petit or the Sports Inquirer, and you'll be able to see everything that we have going on. As I mentioned, I was able to head to New Orleans earlier this summer and speak with Arkansas State quarterback Jaylen Raynor about this upcoming season for the Red Wolves. Enjoy.
Here with Jaylen from Arkansas State football. Just how was the offseason for you overall as a team preps and prepares for the 2025 campaign?
Definitely. We had a great spring. I think we had a really good spring as an offense. Kind of building that foundation of how we want to play this season. Establishing our playmakers, getting more confident and more reps up front for the new guys who are kind of starting different roles and new roles, and then leading into the summer, adding people in the portal and some young guys, being able to start to build those relationships and those get those reps to build confidence in each other, especially with the receivers and the backs and just with timing and trust and things like that. So I think we've had a very productive summer with these last 7 to 8 weeks and working out and building those relationships.
Yeah, and last year, 8 wins, including victory against Bowling Green in the 68 Ventures Bowl, and you were MVP of that contest. How is that? Just having a successful campaign, being MVP is an individual thing, but obviously it's be part of a team. How have you carried that momentum into this upcoming year?
Definitely bouncing off or kind of rolling off of the bowl game gives us a lot of momentum and a lot of confidence coming into the season. But it kind of gives you that sense of motivation as well, kind of wanting to get back to there or even to a place further than there. Winning 8 games, but now maybe the next step is 10 or 11 games. So just continuing to make progress, not getting satisfied. We're kind of pleased where we're at right now, but we're not satisfied. Always looking to make improvements and continue to strive to get to that next level to where we want to be.
Yeah, and how have you acclimated these new players into the program? Because that's so important just with this current state of college athletics and but footballs because there's so many guys. How have you been able to, or have you been trying? How have you been trying to do that for Arkansas State?
Yeah, definitely with the new guys. It's important to me when we get new guys in the building to learn their names, to put a name to people's faces, so I can be able to communicate with them by their name, um, and really show that I care to know about them, get to know some of their backgrounds, where they're from, what they're all about, so we can have that connection off the field. So when it comes to on the field, we have that confidence and relationship where we're we're able to hold each other accountable and we're not wanting to let each other down on the field. And then when it gets to those crunch time moments, we can depend on each other.
And I saw you in a main passing camp this offseason. What was that experience like for you? For all the quarterbacks to talk about, it's like really a once in a lifetime type of opportunity. How was it like for you?
Definitely in my second year going, so kind of knew how it was gonna go. It's very busy with the schedule there. You got 2 practice a day where you're coaching younger kids, and then we also usually have a throwing session where we're going with Penn and Eli, and everybody is kind of hands on, teaching us things as college quarterbacks. So it's a lot of fun uh, getting around those. Um, the whole main just they're good people. They're easy to talk to. You can ask questions. John Groove's there. We got to communicate and get to know each other. And then all of the quarterbacks that were there this year and last year, just great people to be around. A lot of fun. And we had some competitive moments with the Friday Night Lights and things like that. So it was a lot of fun. It was a great experience.
Any quarterback that you met, professional or collegiate, that it was like, wow, it was a really cool experience finally getting to meet this person or interact with them?
I talked to Tyler Shuck pretty good amount. Um, Quarterback at the Saints from Louisville. And then some guys I kind of known last year from last year going to the camp. Was at University of Washington. Mark Gronowski, he's at University of Iowa now. Those were some of my guys that I met last year, and then I had as my roommates. We stayed in like a apartment with four people. So I had Sam Levitt, Bo Pribula, and then Kevin Jennings. So I had a pretty cool room. Everybody was super cool. It was a lot of fun getting to connect with those guys and um, just kind of pick their brains and things like that of how they do things at their school and kind of compare and contrast.
Yeah, and just doing my research and see that you're very fashionable. I think both of you guys are very fashionable. Probably the best dressed,
Appreciate that.
best group I've seen. But I've seen you done work with Nick Wanger Designs. Am I saying that correctly?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. What's that? As far as or maybe modeling. I don't know what your relationship or dynamic is. That's you can elaborate on that. But what about off the field? Just using that because I see you're very fashionable and obviously I see you working with a designer. Looks like.
Yeah, definitely. I like. I've been getting into more fashion lately. Just like casual dress. And then being able to have some stuff to post and kind of promote my brand outside of football. Um, which kind of in today's age, being able to dress well or something might attract NIL deals with clothing brands and things like that. But um, it's it's so many opportunities out here if you promote yourself the right way. Um, in today's age of social media and all of that, so that's kind of um, what I'm getting into. Putting myself with dressing nice and being able to switch it up.
Of course, and just some off the field, just real quickly. And once again, we're here with Jaylen Raynor from Arkansas State football. Favorite stadium that you've played in outside of Arkansas State, of course. Favorite stadium, collegiate, or even want to go back to your prep days if that one's one that was of interest.
My favorite stadium I played in was probably Iowa State, and Iowa State was very pretty. Um, but it was grass, so we weren't really used to grass. Their grass is a little thick, but their how their stadium is set up is super pretty. It's nice.
We've talked fashion. What's your favorite uniform combination?
We haven't even worn it yet.
Oh,
We kept asking last year, can we wear this? Can we wear this? But this year I definitely want to wear the what I call the candy cane. So white
okay.
helmets, red jerseys with the white pants. I can't wait to wear that combo.
Why have they not worn it yet? That's a pretty straightforward.
I know we kept asking, but
Nothing
it's
too
coming this season for
doesn't
sure.
sound too exotic.
Yeah.
Why not? Is it just who decides that? Do you get the seniors or is it a player vote? Do you how does that work?
We kind of pitch in our ideas or what we kind of want to wear that week, but the final decision goes through Coach Jones,
Of course.
and he loves the all black. That's his favorite thing to wear. So we might be feeling this. He's feeling all black, so we're going all black.
All right. What's your pregame ritual or routine, however you want to word it, as far as diet, music, maybe you're a quarterback, so I'm sure there's a lot of passing. How do you prepare for a matchup?
Yeah. For me, I'm not too like superstitious or like into rituals before games. I do have kind of a routine like the night before. Um, After we have team dinner, if we have a home game, we go to a team movie. But after dinner, I usually go through my playbook, um, just kind of visualize. I do my stretches, get some treatment, uh, make sure I hydrate well, and then in the mornings, maybe eat an omelet. But I don't like to eat too heavy on game days because you got butterflies and stuff like that. But I don't really have a set routine. It kind of changes, especially on the schedules. Away games are different than home games. But music, I usually listen to rap. Sometimes I sprinkle in some R&B just to calm myself down. But um, usually Lil Baby, Young Boy, No Cap. That's kind of my vibe. So yeah.
I hear it. And then lastly, what's been maybe from the Manning camp or just in general, maybe some the best advice you've gotten, or maybe statement or mantra, thing that you kind of try to remind yourself of as you progress in your career?
So two main things I got from John Gruden while we were down there were quickness. He talked about three quicknesses as a quarterback: mental quickness, body quickness, and arm quickness. As a quarterback, he was saying you can't ever be quick enough with mental quickness, being able to process information as quickly as possible, and you can always progress in that. Body quickness with like footwork, being able to move in a pocket, have the right footwork tied to your progressions and things like that, and then arm quickness, being able to get the ball out quick, being able to change your arm angles and different things like that. And then another thing he pointed out was having a routine like day to day to maximize your time, not just going through the day floating, but having and being intentional through what you're doing throughout your day.
All right, Jaylen, appreciate the time. Good luck this season.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
All right.
Right. And that was Jaylen Raynor, starting quarterback for Arkansas State as the Rebels prepare for their upcoming season. As always, to follow everything that we do, head to the mothership to sportsinquirer.net, premier site for news and notes in the world of sports. You can also head to our social media platforms on Twitter/X, Instagram, and Facebook. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe to all of our audio and video hosts, which include YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and more. Until next time, good fight, good night, and be safe.